Okay, so welcome back. So I skipped a video in here, so I'm putting this one in between video 24 and 25 because I skipped the real 25 and I have since deleted it. So in the real 25, I showed you how to make that actual graphic happen. That one right there. In video 24, there wasn't a graphic, it just detected, and then in video 25, there is a graphic, and then I was going forward as if everybody knew what I was talking about, and I was out of my mind. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to go to our scenes and we want to go to our piece scene down here. And in our piece scene, and this is the parent one, the one that they're all inheriting from, we're going to do a few different things. So I really don't like doing this, but I'm just going to kind of show you what we're going through instead of coding it live. So please forgive me. So we're going to create a few new exports. We're going to create an export texture for what the row should look like, the row bomb, an export texture for the column texture, and an export texture for the adjacent texture. These are textures for what we want to replace the main texture with when it is a row bomb, or it is a column bomb, or it is an adjacent bomb. We're also going to create 3 variables to go with that. So is row bomb, is column bomb, and is adjacent bomb. And we're going to set those to false. I hate not coding live. I'm sorry, guys. So then we're also going to create a few new functions here. So if we look down here at the bottom, we're going to create a make column bomb function. What this is going to do is it's going to set that is column bomb boolean we just created to be true. It's going to access the sprite, which you can access as if it's a child of the main node, which it is here, by doing $sprite. If you do $, the name of the node, you have access to the children of any one node. We want to access the texture property, and we want to set it to the column texture. Then, because we're going to be making a column bomb out of something that was already dimmed, we're going to access the modulate property and change its color back to full white, full alpha. Then you can just take this method and duplicate it twice and do the same thing for row bomb with row texture, adjacent bomb with adjacent texture. So we're making these 3 methods here. Now, once we have those 3 methods made, I'm just going to hang out here for a second. Maybe you can pause. Did I mention I don't like not coding live? Okay, so that's what we need to do for the piece. Now we're going to go back to our game window here, and we're going to go to our grid object. And in the grid object, we're going to actually call those. So the function that you're going to make here is going to be make bomb. So actually, and make bomb needs to be called from somewhere else. Yep. So in our find bombs method, we were printing whether or not it was a color bomb, a column bomb, not a column bomb, an adjacent bomb, a column bomb, or a row bomb. So we did make this method last time, this find bombs method, and we were calling it. It's just we had print statements here. So now we're going to replace those print statements except for the color bomb one. We're going to leave that one alone for now. So essentially our idea is that we're going to have a few different bomb types. So bomb type 0 is going to be a column bomb, or not column bomb, is going to be an adjacent, adjacent, the one that gets made out of T's or L's. I consider this one to be more important because it takes 5 pieces, whereas these take 4 pieces. So bear in mind that if you're in a situation where you would have a column bomb or a T bomb, it's going to choose the column bomb, or not the column bomb, the T bomb. Good Lord, I don't know why I keep saying that. So because it's just going to return, that means it's going to skip over these. So If we have a T or an L, we're going to do this one. If we have a column, we're going to do this one. And if we have a row, we're going to do this one. And we're passing in an argument of the current color so that we know which one we want to do. So in our make BOM function here, we're going to pass in BOM type and color. Then we're going to iterate all over the current matches. We're going to store a few variables. We're going to store the current column, which is current matches I, the one that we're currently looking at, .x, and the current row, current matches I.y. Then we're going to check to see if all pieces, current column, current row, is equal to piece 1 and piece 1.color is equal to color. Then we're going to say that piece 1 is no longer matched, and we're going to change it to a BOM type. So it's not going to get destroyed, and we're going to change it to whichever BOM type we want it to. And this change BOM function we're going to make here in a second. So we've got a couple helper functions here. Now, if it's not true that piece 1 is the one that was matched, then that means it was, so if it's not the one that we deliberately moved, then it's the one that got moved as a consequence of that, the other one. So if all pieces, current column, current row, is equal to piece 2, and piece 2.color is equal to the color that we're looking for, then we're going to unmatch piece 2 and change that into a BOM. So this else if means that I'm going to make this just an if, because if it's an else if, it's one or the other, and we should be able to do both. So I'm going to make that just an if. Now, the change BOM takes a BOM type and a piece, and if it's 0, then it's going to do whichever piece we're passing in and make it an adjacent BOM. If it's 1, it's going to take whatever piece we're passing in and make it a row BOM, and if it's 2, we're going to make it a column BOM. Yep, because if we have 4 matched in a row, that means we swiped down for it, which means it should be a column BOM. And if we have 4 matched in a column, that means we swiped into it left or right, which means it should be a row BOM. So that is correct. All right, cool. And then, yeah, let me play this here and make sure it's still going to work. So did I get lucky and get one right away? Doesn't look like it. There's also an error here. I'm sure some of you have already noticed. Right now, if I destroy all of the slimes over here, these for some reason aren't replicating, so we'll fix that soon enough. So, okay. Let's see here. And that one didn't turn into an adjacent BOM because there was more than 3 of each kind. But here, if I swipe in, that should be fine. And then I should be able to match that somehow. So I'm just going to play ahead. We need to take a few lessons and make some debugging stuff so that I don't have to play this game not that I don't like playing the game, but so that I don't have to play the game every time I want to test something. We need to make like cheat codes so that we can change any piece to any piece that we want it to be. We'll cover that relatively soonish. Anyway, I'm going to fast forward here. Okay, so trying again here. There we go. And need to play a little bit longer. It's hard to tell with this light green, but it is matched as a column BOM right there. Let me see if I make it bigger, if that helps. See, you can kind of see it now. I should have made those markings like dark blue or something. Maybe I'll change that in the assets here so that can kind of blend in sooner. There we go. So everything's working fine. The project's up on GitHub, and I'll update that tonight so that you guys can see the updated version. Like I said, I really hate not coding live, so I'm sorry about that with these. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments down below. You can follow me on Twitter to find out when I post new videos. You can join my Discord, where there's some pretty awesome people. If I'm not there to answer questions, somebody's usually there who doesn't mind at least giving it a shot. So, yeah, I hope everybody out there has themselves a wonderful day.